So home sellers, you should know the DOJ does not want home sellers offering buyer agent compensation or responding to it. The DOJ said these things. I did a Google video on it. It's available in my course. You can get the course by dialing 858-251-9555, talking to my AI and say, could you please send me that course? I'll give you the number again, 858-251-9555. Now, I'm sorry I was talking so fast. Now, this is the initial form that I created for home sellers to protect themselves by buyers. They are to have the buyers sign this form. However, in the videos, I've explained that it's not perfectly eliminating the risks of steering. Steering could be criminal. Steering is almost part of the system now. If you're selling your home and offering buyer agent compensation, and your agent is a National Association of Realtor, or the buyer agent is a National Association of Realtor, you're buying in to a system of steering that's almost institutionalized and possibly corrupt, because buyer's agents are being forced by the MLS and NAR to make their buyers agree to a level of compensation ahead of time. This is so anti-competitive, and the DOJ has said they don't like it at all. Now, can you get around that problem? Yes. You could not agree to pay buyer's agent, or you could not agree to work with National Association of Realtors, just regular agents, not the ones that have joined a trade group. I've been in that trade group forever. Although I haven't paid my dues for this year, I'm still contemplating it. I might not join the trade group. It really depends on what the market says. Now, I'm an attorney and a broker in California. So the first form that you need with respect to buyers, you need one as a seller to your listing agent to inform them of how you want to do things. But the first form, and that's also in the course, but this is the first one. You want the buyers to put this in writing and demand and request buyer agent compensation, and explain that they understand that the funds are coming from their purchase. So they're funding the fact that you're paying their buyer's agent, and they're also waiving all sorts of other things in here. That was awesome, because I explained before, I wasn't sure how we could insulate our sellers and my practice or anybody else's from the risks created by the steering that's being institutionalized. Because what's happening is buyer's agents are saying, I'm going to get paid 2% or $20,000 or $30,000. And do you want me to show homes where the seller's already said that they're not going to offer compensation, or they're offering less? Because if I show you those homes and you're interested, then you're going to have to pay me out of your own pocket. The vast majority of buyers are going to say no. So the buyer then says, well, I won't show you the homes that aren't going to pay the compensation. So because of they've now institutionalized steering, because they have to memorialize in writing the amount they're going to get paid. They can't say, we'll worry about it later and I'll try to negotiate. They have to get it ahead of time. And they've already had from the buyer saying, don't show me the homes if you're not going to get paid by the seller. We've now created institutionalized steering in the industry, and it's gross. It's disgusting. And it's a massive risk for the listing agent and the seller. So this is why I created this form. I was like, I haven't been able to figure out how to actually extinguish that risk. It's significant. So I thought about this for a while, because people have called me up and said, well, John, what good is this doing? And I'm like, you're right. Without really having an attorney on the buyer's team, it's not going to happen. So, but even with the buyer and attorney on the buyer's team, how do we know that the buyer's attorney is up to snuff? How do we know that they care about it as much as I do, and they're not just some random buyer, a random attorney? So I could train attorneys over time, which I shall. But I've my hands full putting this process together so far. So this is now 2 steps. We need to know about the buyer's awareness of other properties. Are they aware of all of them, or only the property their agent's been showing them? What was their agent's role in selection of the properties? Independent access to properties, understanding of compensation influence. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it's this check that I don't know how to work around without an attorney on the team and further talking. But at the very least, the seller will be aware and the agents will be aware. And maybe a smart buyer's agent will say, oh, wow, I better let my buyer know of all these other properties right now if they haven't been. So I am aware of all properties for sale in my price range, and I relied solely on my buyer's recommendations. Or no, I am not aware. If they write that, be aware. If they're aware of all properties, it gets better. And then we get all the other information, and you're going to react. This is the one that puts everyone on alert for the risk of steering, in my opinion, and that's why we're having buyers sign it. So again, I realize that could be complicated for a seller who just wants to sell their home for top dollar. Well, the good news is, if you align with a two-step listing and a two-step selling process, you're going to align with the best methods, because you are, if you're going to offer buyer agent compensation at all, you're going to be able to stack your offers and see whether and how much offering that buyer agent compensation is costing you. Because presumably, if your agent markets well and follows all the steps, you're going to sell for even more money. You'll have more offers to choose from. But if you can't, you'll still say, well, okay, I understand. Do I want to sell or not? Yes or no. So you follow a process, you make offers of buyer agent compensation, and then you evaluate them. Now, if you'd like to learn more, I really see two choices. You can say, yes, I want the course. So when you dial that number, 858-251-9555, you say, send me the course. You'll have this and the forms, and you can apply them to the forms are for educational purposes. So you can apply them to your home sale to the degree that you want. In other states, you can use them as a foundation for your procedures, for your system, for your method. Now, the other thing is, you're like, John, I just want to sell my home. And in this case, it's really two things. Set up a consult with me. It'll be quick, or a member of my team. And we'll give you the forms that you want, or we'll make sure you're working with a certified seller advocate, one that follows our process, has our forms, and can protect you and minimize the risks to a substantial degree. So, you can set up that consult with my AI either way. So the question is, why am I doing this? And the answer is, I don't know at the moment. I may change, but I think this AI is so cool when you call it, that there'll be a lot of you like deploy it in your own business. Like if you're a small business person and you get so many, like I'm surprised my phone hasn't rung, so many calls from salespeople, you're going to want to forward your phone to your AI who's going to handle your calls, your business, at least your business number. And you'll see the benefits of using a voice AI, or as I'm calling it, an AI employee. And maybe some of you will be very interested in this. And of course, being that I've set this up, it's getting clients pro based on Go High Level. I think as an attorney, I can help realtors, I can help lawyers, I can help a lot of small businesses that have the hassles that I've had as a small business owner, hiring, training, and then watching your good employees go somewhere else because they're getting a little more pay or a little more benefit or whatever it is. Like, never again are you going to have to waste that kind of time. And your phone's going to be answered 24 hours a day. Speed to lead, if you're doing content marketing, it's all there. So it's really, I'm giving out the course as an incentive for people who are thinking about selling their home to interact with my AI and see if it'd be right for them. So 858-251-9555. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.